Yo, Boruto TBV Chapter 5 is finally here, and it was an absolute treat. From Sasuke's battle against Code Shinju's plan to devour some of the most powerful ninjas in the world, and Konohamaru and Amado starting to see through Omnipotence. So yeah, let's get right into it. And if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and tell me your thoughts on the chapter below. This chapter starts off with a flashback of Boruto and Sasuke training. Sasuke tells Boruto for the past year he was able to teach Boruto most of his techniques and styles, and that Boruto is like a natural born genius because he has good talent and he can learn things really quickly. But he shouldn't take this as a sign to slack off on training, and that he needs to keep on and strengthen his mind and the techniques. There's a quote that goes like, practice doesn't make perfection, it makes improvement. Like, this is what Sasuke is like actually telling him here, but in basic words, right? Okay, as they start to move around, Sasuke brings up Naruto, who he said helped him when he was on the wrong path in life, and that Boruto has eyes like him, but that doesn't really matter right now. He thinks he understands why Sarada told him to save you, which is Boruto in this case, and that his intuition is telling him that something is happening and something doesn't feel right. Something that can only be saved by Sarada and you. The scene then switches to Code versus Sasuke and Boruto, and it looks like the battle has been going on for a while. Sasuke looks like he has been manhandled by Code. Sasuke gives Code his scar, and now Code actually looks like he's going to kill someone. Sasuke tells Boruto to run, but Boruto, still being ignorant, says he can't leave his master behind, which can possibly be a lesson learned from Kakashi, because Kakashi said like, those who abandon their friends are even worse as scums, but shit, that may just be me, right? Okay, Sasuke tells Boruto that there's no way we can win against this guy, and hearing this come from Sasuke, one of the strongest ninja in the world, like, really hurts us. For this battle, it looks like Ikimoto only showed the middle part of the battle, and from here, it doesn't look like either Boruto or Code are using their camera, which I can assume a reason for Boruto, but I can't see the reason for Code. If you don't know why I say Boruto, he just doesn't want to give Momoshiki an opening to take control, that's my assumption. But Code not using it really shows us his strength, and yes, Sasuke doesn't have his Rinnegan, but base Sharingan Sasuke is still strong, like really strong. Sasuke's final words to Boruto were, master every aspect I taught you, and no one can stand against you. Now this really makes me wonder, what did Sasuke teach Boruto? We saw the Flying Raijin, we saw Yuziho, we saw some lightning style, which I think the lightning style is from Sasuke, but the Yuziho and the Flying Raijin, I think Koji taught him that for some reason. Like, I think Koji has more experience with natural energy, so I'm going to give Koji the credit for that. Now take a look at this panel, admire it, for it might be the last action panel of Sasuke ever. We see him attacking Code by himself, and then we see a saddened Boruto approaching a tree where Sensei Sasuke was captured. You can see and feel a slight attitude shift from Boruto. It's like a wake-up call, and it's time to take responsibility. He says, leave it to me, Sasuke. Nah, master. You can start to see the more maturity for Boruto. Earlier he was laughing with Sasuke, now he's serious because his master isn't there to guide him, and he says Sasuke at first, then switches to master, like a sign of utmost respect, like he respects your effort for what you did for him and protecting him. In the last chapter, we saw 4 new Utsutsuki beings, the Shinjus, and we learned that they're related to one of the people who got captured by the Claw Glimes and turned into the tree. The female Shinju was revealed to be connected to Moegi, who was assisting the village when she got attacked, and her name of the Shinju was Matsuri, who wanted to devour Konohamaru for some reason. I don't know why Konohamaru could say everyone else except for Konohamaru. Maybe he has a big dick, maybe. Okay, yeah. And it was stated by another Shinju, Jura, the Jigen lookalike Shinju, that they're all one entity, but each of them have their own state of consciousness. Their main objectives still remain the same, to eat Utsutsuki, in this case Boruto, Kawaki, and evolve into a higher being. Maybe one day they can be like Shibai. Juro seems to be in relation to Jigen, and he said he's going to eat Naruto. And if you look closely, he's sitting on one of Ishiki's cube thingy, which possibly can give him access to the dimension where Naruto has been sealed. Now just imagine if Kawaki goes for his dearly hug from Naruto, right? Like being lonely and just go playing with his arms and shit. Just imagine he goes to get his hug and Naruto isn't there. Like bro would actually be raging. Okay, now that's enough of jokes. Okay, Shinju Bug questions Juro about his choice, but he says that it seems their instincts are evolving as well, and order everyone to trust their instincts. Hidari, the Sasuke Shinju, questions them about their existence, and Jiro says, "We don't need to know about things like that, just our purpose. Our purpose is more important." Hidari reveals that his target is Sarada Uchiha. So, like, Sasuke versus Sarada, we can finally see how strong, but she's gonna get wrecked. I know she's going to get wrecked really bad. Two-arm Sasuke is godly. While all of this is happening, Aida is there monitoring them when Shinju Bug glances over and notices Aida and starts to walk towards her. Like, he can actually see her, it'll be so sick, and says, "I'm watching you," like right to her face. Like, I think they can all see her and they don't really give a shit about her. Okay, then Aida, Shinju Bug states that that's his target, and the look on Aida's face was genuinely terrifying, and then she realized, oh, Damon's here. Oh, yuck, old man. Lol. Back in the village, Amado and Sumire are working when she started to talk to Amado about his daughter. Sumire asks Amado why he's taking this so lightly about Boruto coming back to the village and being chased after, since he went through so much trouble of using Kashin Koji to defeat Ishiki and secretly implant karma that has his daughter DNA in it. Amado continues to talk that Kawaki, who also has karma, his body is modified with scientific ninja tech, but who and when was that body modified? But the fact is that he was the one who made that body. Sumire questions his confidence, and Amado says it's a scientist's instincts. Amado continues to talk. It's the same for Kawaki's karma. He recognizes it, but the controversy is in his memory, but the proof is more believable. He makes the comments about his memory being overwritten, and that's the only conclusion for his confusion about Kawaki and Boruto. This conversation was actually monitored by Shikamaru, and I'm judging that either it made him start to think more about Boruto being wanted and the pictures of Boruto and Naruto when they were much younger, or it could have made him more certain about his memory being altered if he ever thought about it. Now we see Sarada and Sumire are discussing what she and Amado talked about, and then Boruto appeared, saying, doubting his memory, "He used his life to save me, also for you, Sarada." And the shippers ran wild. Honestly, there was so much Boruto Sarada fan art, and even some weird hentai shit on my Twitter timeline. Like, I legit had to block like 20 people, and she ran and hugged him and called him stupid. What a chapter. So much development, the possible failure of Omnipotence with Amado's big brain, Sasuke's sacrifice, and the Shinju plan to devour some of the strongest ninjas on Earth. This chapter continues the momentum of the timeskip while starting to reveal answers about the mystery of the timeskip. And I guess in the near future, which is next chapter in 2024, we're gonna get some more questions, because that's how Kishimoto and Ikimoto roll. Answer my question, give us like 20 more questions. But yeah, 10 out of 10 chapter. What a way to end 2023. Yes, tell me your thoughts in the comments, and with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!